Hey guys, this is Andrew for TRENDLINES.com. I've been working as a professional trader for the past 6 years in Hong Kong, and I've just started to make YouTube videos where I want to share with you guys all my experience. I want to show you how pro traders actually work and what kind of tools and techniques we use to make money on the markets. So if you want to know about all this stuff, you are in the right place. Today, I want to talk about the weed stocks, all right? Because this is a very hot topic this week. We had some crazy moves about it, so I want to go through the news and the reasons actually why this move happened and if it's gonna keep happening. Let's get into it. So first, I selected some weed stocks, all right, the biggest ones. So we have Tilray, Aphria, Canopy Growth, and Sndl. I'm going to talk about all of this. There are other stocks I want to talk about, but I'm going to talk about this later. And I'm going to show you some key figures. So first, I want to talk about the news. So basically just the kind of moves that we saw is like strong moves up. So for example, for Tilray, we had around 150% up in a matter of a few days, all right? So what is the reason behind that? The first reason, as you can see, guys, the earnings are very negative for all of the stocks. They basically have a lot of debt and they are, selling marijuana, so medical and recreative, but they just borrow so much money to make the weed grow that for now they're not profitable. This is the issue they have, and for now they cannot sell to everybody because it's not legal. So for the first time they had positive earnings. So Tilray said it delivered 2.2 million in adjusted EBITDA. So it's the earning before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. So basically they are positive, all right? And this is the first time it happened to a weed company. So this is kind of, to me, the sparkle that started this big rally. And of course, we have something more general. We have some hopes of legalization in a lot of states of the United States. But guys, we always have this kind of, for example, analysts that say that is far from guaranteed and could be years away. Ambitious legislation nationally or in individual states, often on the goes, assuring on its journey to a signature US lawmakers, we have other battles. All right, so basically this is telling us that it can take time. But guys, when analysts are not confident and there are some hopes, this is the typical situation where investors buy the rumor and maybe they're gonna end up selling the news. I don't know. But for now, this is a rumor and this stuff is going up. So is this gonna keep happening? I don't know. For now, it's not enough to say. But what we can say is that it is hot, guys. Everybody's talking about it. For example, we have this guy. So I discovered this guy not long ago. He's Zach Morris. So he has a Twitter page with like 400,000 followers. So basically, everybody that told me about this guy, they call him Mr. Zach Morris, Master, the Oracle, so they have faith in him. And, because he basically helped them to make a lot of money. So the description of this guy, the Master Furu, I'm not a financial advisor. I post most videos on Twitter. My tweets are opinions. Only do your own DD and stop being a little bitch. So you can see the mindset, he's very like kind of, he played cool, he posts some stuff about weed, so he is amongst those people who are actually pushing this market up just by talking about it, by tweeting about this stuff. You can see, for example, the kind of stuff he's posting. Dude, just file your 13G for Fubo and send it to 100. So, they just want to push the stocks higher. So he's talking about Fubo TV. I did a video on this one. I'm going to make a new update very soon. For example, you can find stuff like this about this guy. So they said that his average 6 months gain are 240%, all right? And they describe everything. So basically they take his idea and they check what the stocks, how performing were the stocks he talked about. And you have some comments, for example, about this guy, all right? So this is 17th of February. So this is just a few days ago. I don't believe his gain is only 243% over 6 months. I am on 700% in 2 months from his calls, all right? And I heard a lot of people that follow this guy, all right? People in my family, people like some close friends, and they all telling me this guy, has some information. When you try to check some information about him, you only find that he is an actor born in 1974. All right, so this guy, so these are old pictures, And I don't really know if it's really him or not, but what I know is that it looks like he is an amazing day trader and even like long-term trader. So I'm not exactly sure who is this guy and is he really making money with stocks, but what I see is that he's often right. And so he is an amazing trader to me. And there is a lot of good information to find on his Twitter page. What else do we have? We have stuff like this, you know. So I saw this picture, you know, this meme a lot of times this week. So you can find here on the ass of the girl, the dips. You can find wheat stock. You can find AMC, you know, everything that is hot, basically. And you always have this priest that is basically trying not to be tempted. Me trying to live a normal, productive life. All right, guys, this is once again very interesting because it's the mindset of all these investors. They want to get rich, but not the clean way. You know, they don't want to work hard and, you know, just have a salary. They want to make it the dirty way. All right, that's why you have this kind of pictures, and they are very tempted to just put all of their money in something that is hot and to just fuck the world. Sorry for my language, but this is exactly the mindset they have. So yeah, we are in this environment. So the wheat stocks are pushed by this kind of, you know, investors, by this kind of guru, Zach Morris, and on Reddit you have a lot of stuff about it. On Wall Street Bets, they talk about wheat stocks. And as well as other hot stocks. This is for me a reason for these stocks to have these crazy moves. So very quickly, I'm going to talk about the market capitalization. So Tilray has 1.2 billion. All right, so it's a small cap. We have Aphria and Canopy Growth that are bigger. They have 6 and 15 billion. And we have an Sndl. The Zach Morris is talking a lot about this one. And they have 2 billion in market capitalization. All right, the short interests are not that big. You know, Tilray has 30%, so it's the biggest one. So basically, I found this information on this stock. I go on MarketBeat, for example, I type Tilray. So this is accessible to everyone, guys. It's free, so I encourage you to go there. I've cross-checked this data with Bloomberg. I'm not allowed to use Bloomberg for my research here, but I just cross-checked the data and it's very close. It's not exactly the same, but it's very close. So this data is good to use, guys. So then you type your stock and you go to short interest. And here you can find, for example, Tilray, they have 23% of shares shorted. And the time it was updated was the 29th of January, guys. All right. So you can find a lot of information, and the market cap is here. Sorry, this is 4.2. Tilray, 4.2 billion. Sorry, I did a typo. All right, so here we are. So it's 4 billion. So it's still a small cap. It's bigger than Sndl though. But what is interesting, guys, is as well to check the volumes. All right. So if I check, so let's do a bit of technical analysis. So here I have the earnings. So like I said, very negative, guys. They're losing 700 million. So this is annual figures reported every quarter, but this is annualized. So it's big losses. And you can see, guys, that here the stock did some crazy moves recently. So like I said, around 120% higher in a matter of days. And you can see the volumes traded, guys. It's around 180 million shares. All right. So if the shares is worth $50, this makes us around 10 billion US dollar traded. Then what I do, I compare this volume to the market cap, guys, and I can see, so this gives me this number, and I can see, guys, that, you know, this is basically more than 200% of the market cap, more than twice the market cap. All right. So of course you understand that if there is such a big volume traded, it can only push the stock higher, guys. You know, it's like, for example, Sndl, they had, I'm going to go through this as well, but they have around 100%, 150% of the total market cap that is traded in a matter of 1 day, guys. All right. So this is insane. And for example, Aphria and Canopy Growth, they have much smaller volumes. So to me, those stocks, because the market cap is bigger as well. So those stocks, it's going to be hard to really push them just by talking about it. which is not true for Sndl and Tilray. So to me, those stocks are hot and they are the winners of my analysis. I'm going to go again through the technical very soon. Just to compare, AMC, for example, they had 250%, so it's the same kind of stuff. GME 500%. And if you want to see something normal, Tesla, which is trading sometimes 200 billion US dollar a day, but they have a much bigger market cap, have around 25% as of the total market cap traded in one day. This is the maximum that I saw in a 1 year chart. So you can see that this is insane, guys. All right, this is much bigger than what we usually see. Now, what should we do, guys? So the rally already happened, all right, and the correction as well. So you can see lost 50% almost. So I'm doing the usual stuff, guys. All right, so pam, trend line. I'm on the logarithmic scale, and I'm just trying to find the breakout. So the breakout is here, definitely. So this is now support, all right. And you can see, guys, as usual, we broke the trend line. So this was like in November. In November, what happened? They announced that they're gonna have positive earnings next year. So, you know, once again, this is a rumor, and actually the news has been confirmed and bought even more. Then we break it, we retest, we go higher. So now, guys, this rally is, to me, missed. So it's too late to enter. If you're long, don't sell. I mean, sell if you want. I'm not, again, giving advice, but I wouldn't sell it because it's still hot. You know, everybody's talking about it, so it might push higher. If you're not long, where can you buy the stuff? I just put, so here you can see that you have a nice resistance level. During the first rally, we went there, rejected, and then we go higher. And this was the maximum level that we had here. And then we go higher with a gap up, you know. So this is confirming that this is a very strong resistance that is now support. Has it been retested? Not yet. Not yet, guys. And where is the stock going? It's going there. So I think it might lose, you know, 20% more. So guys, don't panic. If this happens, it's normal. And then I think that we're going to have fresh buyers that enter this level. And if you want to be one of those, you can buy around 22, 23, put a stop loss at 20, all right? So 10, 15% loss, and you can make 130% for the first level, and the second level is 300%, all right? How do I find these levels? As usual, guys, I take the maximum that we had, you know, during the move down, and I try to find when I had some consolidation. So here maximum, then the consolidation is not very obvious, but here we have also this maximum. So this is definitely a resistance level, and the next one is at the almost all-time highs here, guys. All right, I'm done with Tilray. So Aphria, so there are some rumors that Tilray is actually going to merge with Aphria. So this goes together. Same thing, negative earnings, but it's probably going to get positive, especially if marijuana is selling more in those states that gonna legalize it. In terms of volume traded, we are reaching for Aphria 30%. So, you know, this one is not hot, all right? So I wouldn't go for this one. Go for Tilray if you want to choose. But we have the same kind of technicals, which means trend line broken, you know, here not retested yet. Then we go higher. So I don't think we're gonna retest this one here. We go through the all-time high, and now we are consolidating here. So I don't know what's going to happen with this stuff, but if everything, you know, confirms in the weed market, which eventually will happen one day, guys. You know, a lot of people smoke weed, and you know, it's a very big market. They put the money to make it grow in the good way and to sell all the accessories and in a clean way. So I believe in the long term in this market. So we might see a breakout and just, you know, the stock rallying even more. I don't really have strong levels on this one, to be honest. So Canopy Growth Corporation. All right. So this one is the biggest one. So, you know, they're losing 4 billion, guys, quarterly. I mean, it's annualized, but last quarter. So it's like massive losses. That's why it was short that much. And this one, it didn't breach the all-time high, it got rejected. And so I didn't put any trend line here. So let me do it just right now. What do I see here? This one is working here a little bit. There is nothing that obvious here, but if you want to find a buying levels, this one could be good, or the moving averages, but then you would need to wait a bit, guys. The technicals are weak for this one, to be honest. I wouldn't go into this right now. Once again, I would go to Tilray. All right, this is my winner. This is, to me, the king of the wheat stocks. For what reasons, guys? It's because it's the one that is trading the most in percentage of the market cap. All right. So, and the volume, the max volume was 10 billion. All right. So it's much bigger than all the four, even the three order put together. It's less than what Tilray did in one day, guys. So let me finish with this and Sndl. So Zach Morris is talking a lot about this one and for a long time, guys. All right. So he spotted this rally. I guess a lot of people made money with that. So what do I see here, guys? Same thing. We have, you know, a downward sloping trend line that has been broken. So it was broken here. All right, the retest was not clean, and then we go higher and we are breaking the levels one by one. So now the next support level is at 130, guys. All right, we broke this one. It was the maximum level that we had here 1, 2, 3 times, 4 times consolidation. Let me zoom in a bit into this. We had this consolidation here, and then we broke it. So guys, probably here we're gonna have a lot of support, a lot of buyers coming at the support level. So I'm quite bearish for the very short term, but I'm very bullish in the long term. And once again, everybody talks about it, and the master Zach Morris is talking about it as well, guys. And this guy is followed by a lot of people. So that's it for me. I'm done with the wheat stocks. I hope this analysis helped you guys to see, you know, what are the important things to look at. So the volume, how to analyze the volume, you need to compare it to the market cap and see compared to the other stocks if which one is the hottest. And my winner is Tilray. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to click the like, sub and bell button so you're gonna be the first to know when I upload anything new, and stay close to shore. I see you guys.